Hey, leaders, welcome back. I don't know about you, but I feel like summer has just gone by in an instant. I hope it's been great for you guys. I hope you had a lot of fun and got some really rewarding time with the people that you care about, and that you're now ready to start on another growth season. Now, I know that all of us are busy in our lives, and it can seem like there's so much on our plate that now we have the start of grow season in leading a group. And maybe it feels like to you that the start of that is so far off that you can't even think about it. But I want to encourage you to take time now to prepare, not just to review the content of the material that your group might be starting with, that first study or that first video series, but spend time just in prayer, praying for your group, praying for your preparation and for the upcoming season. I want to encourage you to take this time now to start building a rhythm of prayer and reflection that you can continue to take with you into the start of your group season, that will help you to see all the ways that God is going to work in you and in your group during the year. I don't know about you, but I think that we always accept that God is always working, but sometimes he doesn't work the way that we expect him to. And sometimes we can think that we know what the task is or what it is that we have to accomplish, and yet God has another plan. Many of you know that I was on a mission trip this summer to Thailand with a young adult group, and this whole time I thought we were preparing our hearts and preparing to go, and in my mind I was going for a larger vision, right? Like, what kind of potential partnerships will we have with Crossway in this church that's over there in Bangkok, and that we're going to connect with Thais and the students in the area and to help them connect to Deeper Life Church, the church that's there with our Envision site. And that was true. And yet, when I got there and the very first game night that we had, I came in contact with a gentleman who wasn't even from Thailand. He was from the Ivory Coast originally in Africa. And he had been living for many years in France. And he was a gentleman who had been in business and finance for most of his career, and now was finding himself being called into vocational ministry. And he's been wrestling with all this conversation with his wife about, how do we do this? And can we do this? And am I too old to embark on this new journey? And he was amazed that when I shared with him my experience and the journey that I've been on here in the last couple years. And in that moment, I realized that, yes, I was there to be a part of the actual mission trip and what we had set out to do with the Thais and the students there in Bangkok. But that in that moment, God had created this opportunity for a gentleman from Africa who had been living in France to travel to Bangkok to meet a man from the United States who had already walked in the shoes that he was walking, to be able to encourage him and to help him to make decisions and discern, his next steps. Not exactly what I had anticipated when I first stepped off that plane in Bangkok that would be my purpose for being there. And yet we know that God works in everything and in so many ways, and yet it's not always how we expect. But it's going to be hard for us to recognize how God is moving and what He has in store for us if we're not in a position or a heart stance to be able to see that happen. And so as you get ready for the start of your season here, I just want to encourage you to take time to just be still, to be attentive to what God has to say to you about this upcoming season, and to spend time in prayer for the people that are in your group, for the study you're about to undertake, to prepare yourselves by reading material and being prepared for how God is going to move this coming year, to build those muscles and develop that muscle memory that you're going to take with you into this season, to be able to react and to see the unexpected and how God is going to move. Super excited about this upcoming season. We've already had nearly 50 people sign up for groups and for Grow gatherings here since the beginning of the summer. So we are off to a fantastic start. Group launch starts the weekend of September 10th. And so really looking forward to seeing all the folks that are going to be out there looking for community this coming season. So thank you all for your commitment and your willingness to be a part of Grow Ministry, but also to step out there and to be willing to shepherd other folks here who are at Crossway, who are on that same journey as you and I, to become more like Jesus, to become disciples of him who make disciples. So I hope you guys have a great start to your Grow season. If you need any help or if you have any questions, please reach out to your Grow coaches or to the coordinator, Zach Gruber, or certainly to myself. So I'll continue to pray for you guys for preparation for this coming season. God bless, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.